Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Me Programming Daily. Thanks for joining me again today. On the agenda today, drakon renderer. Let's switch to the code view. Yesterday, or during the last session, I worked on turning this manually generated array into a programmatically generated array, and I implemented some initial ideas how to inject those shift markers, let's call them. We made some progress, and off camera I also generated a little bit more, or made a little bit more progress. Namely, I decorated all icons with the shift marker, indicating that the icon will possibly shift down if, the logic is not entirely correct yet, but it's just a proof of concept. The icon gets decorated with the marker if that icon is present in the row below. So you can see that the logic does not apply to icon 6, which needs to move, or needs to be shifted down, but it does apply to icon 8, because icon 6 is only present in this row and 2 rows below here, so that was a good test. However, icon 8 is present in the row below here. So this one will have to be decorated. This one will probably have to be decorated because it exists here, and then this one will have to be decorated because it exists somewhere below here. So this not getting decorated means that icon 8 most likely will remain in that position. Let's see if that's true. If we compare this to the manually generated graph, it looks like this could be true. Icon 8 is in the same position between 7, 8, and 9. Sorry, between 7 and 9. So this is promising. However, it is only promising. It's not correct yet. I still need to finish implementing what is the logic here? I still need to finish this logic. So right now we're only checking the row below with here, and we only do the check if the accumulator here is false. So this is the initial state of the accumulator. So let's format it. Let's see what we get. Okay. Let's also try to address some of the feedback that agelint is giving us. Oh, this is actually giving us a lot of feedback. So, by the way, I hope everybody's having a great day. Not sure about the weather where you live, but the weather here is lovely. Just enjoying a bit of autumn. Okay, let's address the feedback. 217. We don't need this. And we also don't need this. Okay. It would be good to have like a convenience function that compares two icons. 211. Use if, okay. It is more compact, indeed. Oh. Oh, that's clever, yes. F is indeed not needed. Now let's format it nicely. Like this? Okay, fine. So now, the step I'll have to take today is we probably shouldn't settle for only the next available row, or we shouldn't be checking whether the icon is present only in the row below. We should check all rows contained in the input paths. So that row index needs to go from the current value to the maximum value. But before we do that, we probably should extract this into a function that can easily be used in a recursive invocation. Now, So I think what would make sense is a condition like this. If the icon is present in the row below, or if the icon present further down, where icon present further down is input paths do we really need a column index? We don't really need a column index. So let's leave that condition alone for the minute. It does build. It does seem to be working unchanged, but the column index, we don't really need it. It was only needed here in order to fish out the icon. But we can also do this. And only use the row index icon, and here this can disappear. Here the column index is also not needed, so we can replace this with records icon. And here we already have an icon. The row index we will need. So all we have to do here is just do icon, row index, and column index. Do we really need it? Let's build this first. And then I'll try to get rid of the column index because we don't really need it. So here we simply do this. Would this work? It does look promising. Okay, let's try to run it. So we just got rid of the column index, looks like. It is not looking incorrect. Okay, that is a welcome simplification, but let's not forget our mission here isn't over. We still need to implement this to the end. So just as a test, let's do remaining rows below. A little bit wordy, but still, and let's, just for the sake of it, return a true. So it means that this will always return a true. For all icons. Yeah. Perfect. I'm sure that what the way the preview is struggling a little bit to catch up. But it is. Yes. So all of them get decorated with an arrow, except this, because the condition is not satisfied when there is no row below. If there is no row below, there is nothing to shift. I'm not saying this is correct and will remain correct, but in the current climate, it is fine. So now let's take a bold step of calling this recursively with the same input paths, with the same icon, but with the row index that's incremented by 1. And now, hopefully, we should start getting the arrow down marker only for icon 6, still for icon 8, but not for icon 4. Okay, let's check. Did we build it or did we run it? Run. Okay, so these are missing the arrow. That's good. 4 is missing the arrow. That's good. And 6 gets the arrow. Okay. Let's try to do it a couple of times. Still nothing. Ugh. This is not ideal. Is there a refresh preview? Oh, yes, it did refresh. Perfect. So let's take a closer look at what we're getting. I'm not sure how visible it would be for the viewers, but let's compare what we're getting here with the icons we decided to shift down when I was doing this by hand. So 6, all 6 are moving down. Yes. This is good. 7s. 7s will move down once 6 moves down. So I don't think there is much point to marking this before we actually take the step of injecting valent points where icon 6 used to be. So let's do this. I'm going to wrap it up for now because I think the issue is resolved, and then we're going to immediately create another issue. Only icons present below current row. Okay, perfect. So I think I'm happy with this condition being implemented. Nothing is breaking. The graph looks fine. Icons present in rows below the currently scanned row. Marked to be shifted down. Pretty wordy commit message, but not incorrect. Let's quickly PR this and create another issue immediately. Or maybe still on the fence. Oh, I need to rebase. again. Get push minus F. Always gives that a little bit of a adrenaline boost. Okay, this is done. So let's open another one. Okay, this is not very descriptive. As a follow-up, propose a way to inject a new where? All right. Okay, so let's leave this to brew for a little minute. And let's check the time. The time is still on our side. So what I wanted to do is there's another issue. I don't want to necessarily tackle this right now because there isn't enough time. But we can take a look at documentation rendering. And we can spend some time playing with Haddock. So Haddock is a tool that I found during my research yesterday for documenting or for generating documentation. So let's go to Git check out main. And let's check out a branch called haddock. Haddock. Haddock is the standard tool for generating documentation from Haskell code. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we're facing some issues. Sorry. Let's see. GHC. Do I need to have an older GHC for this? Oh no. Okay. Moved here. All right. Let's see the dependencies. Let's try this. Oh my goodness. So it looks like my base is of a higher version. Let's ask ChatGPT about this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see if there's an issue open about this. Are there issues? $6,000. All right. Or let's see. And I should probably update this. 982. Yeah, Haddock seems to be incompatible with this. I will probably experiment with this in my own time. Not to waste time now. But in the meantime, let's see what Code Rabbit has to say. No, we don't need this. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So, so this is very interesting. Oh, this is very good. Let's just see. Yeah, kind of disappointed that Haddock doesn't work. I'll just leave a comment. So this one is done. Now, before we finish for now, let's go to that function and implement. Where was this? Oh, wrong branch. There it is. Yeah, this is right. It's much easier on the eye and could be much more performant. Let's just triple check if I'm not missing anything. 3 lines only. This is great. Let target name is the name of the current icon. Lower rows. Nice. I hope it doesn't break if the row index is greater than the length, greater or equal than the length of input paths. Any row, any, okay. Any row where any icon is identified by a name that matches the target name. This is great. This is exactly what we needed. Build. No. Oh, around a Cabal update. So in that case, this will probably take ages. In that case, I think it's a good time to wrap it up for today. I thank you all very much for your attention, and I feel we're making good progress today. next session is probably going to be that new issue I created today, in which we will actually be inserting new rows with valent points. Yeah, pretty excited for that. So thanks very much all. Have a great day and see you next time. Bye.